In this video, we're going to show you how to use ZONA-MV to animate the Flutter results from the PLTFLUT bulk data card used in ZAERO. So in this case, we have saved a PLTFLUT output format in Tecplot format. So we go to the import menu, choose Tecplot file, and here we have a 747 Flutter model for the 5th Flutter mode shape. And we load that. We see that every time step within the Flutter animation is contained within one zone, and we have 22 zones here that are loaded. Gives a total number of grids of 500,000 and total number of elements about 132,000. So we click to rotate the model into a desired view, and we notice that every zone is loaded in a separate color. So when we animate, we don't want the colors of the panels fluctuating. So in order to avoid that, we go to the zone settings menu, and here, rather than select each and every, you can hold the shift key or you can hold the control key to select discrete entries. But instead of doing this, you can also click on this zone name label, click select by name, and then here just simply put in a star, a wildcard, to select everything and say OK. And then all zones are now selected. Then we go to the element colors. We select a desired color. So we'll just use black for this demonstration. Now we see all the zones displayed in black. So in order to animate the Flutter mode, we go to the Tools menu option, go to the Zones option, because we want to animate through zones, which brings up the Animate Zones dialog. And here it says for the start zone is 1, the end zone is 22. You can down select if you only want to see a portion of it. You can also skip zones, and if you skip zones, if you happen to have some type of output where you want to display 3 zones at a time, you can set that here. Display all zones before start zone. So if I pick a zone like, for example, 5, and I wanted to display zones 1 through 4 during the entire animation, you can select this checkbox here. But for the PLTFLUT card, we want to animate through all of the zones. So we have some options here to create a delay between the frames to slow it down. So we'll go ahead and put in 250 milliseconds, and then we can click Start Animation. And then we see it go through all the zones, and we can animate the Flutter mode shape. You can likewise drag the slider to a specific zone, so you can independently view each zone at a time. You can also loop it if you want to play back at a faster rate and cycle through. We can do that here, so we can keep observing the Flutter mode. Click Stop Animation to quit. We also have an option in here if you want to generate an AVI file from the animation. You can select this and set the number of frames per second.